Oh, thank you, Joseph. Thank you. I love this, Super Sunday. And we did this in the past in real buildings with the people, Super Saturday, Super Sunday. And you have two kinds of people. The lazy Sunday people, they are not here. And you have the people who wants to learn something and go further in life. I want to thank you, Joseph, to giving me this moment to give training. I'm now 16 years in network marketing, and my coach once said to me, "You are a lazy coach, but you are a perfect trainer." And I was like, what's the difference? Yeah, there is a difference. Training people is what I love to do. Why? I love working with people and I love helping people. And let me start my presentation, and I will introduce myself to the people who don't know me. Let me see. Okay. For the people who don't know me, my name is Ferda. I'm from the Netherlands, 16 years in network marketing. And this little introduction about myself as a person will give you an insight why I love Boomerang. 14th December, me, David, and 38 other top leaders, they were introduced to Boomerang, and my reaction was, oh my God. And to be able to say this, what I saw, is you have to understand where I'm coming from. I was a single mom. 25 years ago, I divorced my husband. He went with all the money, and I stayed alone with two young children. And my eldest son, he was disabled. And I have also a disability. No, I'm a woman with determination, like people in Dubai say. So it was not easy. So to make a living, I chose the profession I could do at home, and I became a beautician. I became a nail designer. And at one point, I could take over a business with the house above, and I could work down. And the only thing I didn't have to be the business owner was money. But my father always said, Ferda, if money is your problem, then you don't have a problem. So I went to the banks to borrow money, and they laughed at me. A woman with who's disabled with two young children, one is mentally and physically disabled, and she wants to borrow this kind of money, and they said no. Think about what David was saying about AFA, zero collateral loan. I couldn't get that loan to start my business. But at that time, if a normal person would say, oh, I don't get the money, so I stay in social welfare. That was my position. But I was thinking creatively, okay, how can I get the money? Because it was done deal. I made that decision. The business was mine, but I had one challenge, and that was money. So I went to the social welfare and I said, listen, I made a calculation. At that time, I was 28 with two young children, 4 and 1. I said, I can sit at home. You can pay me every month social welfare, but if you borrow me the money, I will pay it back in 5 years. And I am out of the social welfare. And he said to me, so, Miss Solak, you are a hell of a lady. I said, yes, because I don't want to sit at home. I had to make a living. Long story short, I got the money. I start my business. I was making money. But one thing I didn't like about being a business owner is you are on your own. If I had lots of customers, the people working for me, they want that I want to raise their salary. But in my business, 2 months, zero profit. The balloons. When? January. Because everyone spent the money in December. August, July, July, August, everyone was on a holiday. So all those months, I didn't have any money. I have to think, how do I do it? And then I came in network marketing. And this training, what I'm going to show you, changed my life. I was like, wow, what an industry. I don't have to do it by myself. And my money is not only depending on my own hands. Can you imagine? My son had 14 surgeries in his life. Every time he went to the hospital, what do you think? I was doing nails or I was with my child. So if you are with your child and you are a business owner, do you think that the people you hired working as hard as you do? No. So I was growing, going down, growing. So it was steady. And 16 years ago, after my upline chasing after me for 1 year, I went to a training. And this was the first training I saw. And I was like, oh my God, why never ever anyone, my father, my mother, my school, my teacher has learned this to me? You know why? Because we are in a system that we are conditioned. First, we go to the school. Everything you want to do in life, it's getting cut there. You are not smart, you are not tall, you are too fat, you are this, you are that. They are putting you in boxes. And after the first school, then they make a choice for your future. If you are not that smart, you can only make $1,500 a month in the Netherlands. If you are a little bit smarter, you can make between 2,000 and 3,000. And if you are really smart, a doctor or professor, you can make till $10,000. So you have a ceiling. They put already a ceiling in your mind. But there is no ceiling. Okay, this training, the name is Attributes to Success. It's like going the first time to the gym. In the beginning, it hurts. The most people stop when it hurts. But if you want to achieve something, if you want to lose weight, if you want to learn something, you keep on going. You don't stop. Oh, can I take a glass of water? I was forgetting. Sorry. Okay. So this person, as you can see, it has no color. It has no sex. It has no race. This could be me. This could be you. Because in network marketing, we are all equal. Let that sink in. When I owned my shop, I was the boss. We were not equal with my staff. But in network marketing, David is not my boss. Joseph is not working for me. We are working together. And this was the first time when I was struggling in my business, when I heard this, and I was like, oh my God, not everyone can be a doctor, but everyone can be successful in network marketing. This is unisex, this is you, this is me. I know lots of women so successful in network marketing. But in corporate life, the most CEOs are men. Even in the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, I thought till 4 years ago it was the most rich and free and whatever country. But even in the Netherlands, if a woman and a man does the same job, women are getting paid less. So are women and men in the Netherlands equal to each other? No. If Joseph makes $1,000 turnover, he makes the same money as me. But if he works harder than me, he will make more money. Wow. Can you imagine if you go to your job and you work twice harder than you normally do? Do you think that you get twice your salary? No. Maybe like this. Well done. Well done. That's it. I know people who work 40 years for the same boss, and after 40 years, they get a cake and flowers. If you work 40 years in network marketing, you can get really successful. So the first exercise we are going to do, what we don't know, what they take away from us after going to school, is this one. Go back to that child in you. Go back to your desire. What was your desire in life? And look back now to your house, to your car, to your wife, to your husband, to your vacations, your holidays. Is this really what you desire in life? And I always say to people, please take a silk napkin at this moment and polish your desire. What is your desire? Why are you doing this business? If you don't have a why that makes you cry, you will stuck in life. You will wake up in the morning, I have to go to work, put on the clock. I hate that sound. And I have now created a lifestyle. Like I wake up when I wake up. The clock, that noise, I hated that. I have desires for my personal, for my son, but my biggest why, always when I talk about, it makes me cry. I want to build a house for disabled children and put the name of my son there, that his name will be alive forever. That is my why. And I need tools to achieve my goals. I need money to achieve my desire. And one of the things rich people convince poor people is that money doesn't make happy. So why do you have then that much money if money doesn't make happy? You know, I cannot pay my rent with tips and tokens. Yeah, maybe in the future with crypto tokens, but we need money. And if you have been taught, teach that money is the root of evil, no. Money is energy. Wow. That was one thing I learned 16 years ago. At Kofeng, I will never, ever forget that man. He was one of my coaches. Money is energy. And I was like, what does he mean? I couldn't understand him. But then also my personal development went further. I learned to listen to Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins. So if you are new in network marketing, congratulations. A new world is opening to you. And at that moment, money is energy. And I was like, if you are sitting on money, if you are always afraid of losing money, it's energy. What do you send to the universe? Oh, I'm afraid of losing money. And the universe will say, oh, you are afraid, so I will keep you afraid. But if you are not afraid of losing money, but you are prepared for prosperity, it will come to you. But first of all, you have to know, what is your desire? Come on. How would you like to live? I always flew business first class, but in September they bought a ticket for me business class, and the chair was broken. And the steward said to me, come, I will upgrade you to first class. Oh my God. Have you ever been flying first class? That is made for you and me. But if your mindset is, I can only afford economy class, then you will always stay there. It's not wrong to aim for higher. It's not selfish, because there is prosperity in the world. You know, I learned a lot of things from my son, and he was, I think, 14, 15 years ago, going a spiritual growth. And he said to me, Mom, there is prosperity in the nature. You pick an apple from the tree, you eat the apple, and at least there are 2 seeds. And 1 seed is enough for a tree. And that is also energy. You have to understand those things. Then you can change your way to prosperity. Oh, there's enough money. I can attract all the good things also to me. That is a mindset. And if you can do that, the magic will happen in few days. So your desire, put that on paper, because if you don't write it, it will not manifest. Why? And only thinking and wishing is not enough. You have to desire, because the frequency of your heart is stronger than your mind. Our mind can fuck up with us. The good Ferda, bad Ferda. Shall I do it? But if I want something, I have one question. Have you ever been in love with someone? Yeah, all of us. Think about the biggest love of your life. Wow, that is the desire I'm talking about. Not hoping, wishing. My coach always said, oh, he was from Texas, US. He said, hopeful, wishful thinking is for poor people. Yeah. Now, if you when you fall in love with that person, you did everything to be with her or him. It didn't matter if you lived in Turkey. My biggest love and my biggest mistake, he lived in Turkey. I had no money. I was just a student. But every 3 months I was in Turkey. Why? I desired to see him. That is the desire. It must be a magnet. And if you have that, then you have to be willing. And willing is on your mouth. Willing, it means if you are in network marketing and you are not willing to make the name list, that is the first thing you have to do. And I will tell you one thing. When I started in network marketing, I did not make a name list for the 5 years, first 5 years. And I will tell you also one thing. I had no success in the first 5 years because I had ego. I was thinking, I'm an entrepreneur. My coach is saying, Ferda, you have to make a name list. It's not about showing my name list to my coach, but it is, are you willing to do what you have to do before getting successful in network marketing? Because these trainings are learning you how to be successful in life. If you want to be a surgeon, yeah, and you are not willing to go to the school, and I am laying down on the surgery table, and there comes a clown, he says, I was not willing to go to the school, but I am your surgeon for today. Then you will jump off the table. Yeah. So, and willing in your mouth is talking to people the right stuff. You have to drip the information and don't be the saleswoman or the sales guy, because I am not selling. I am selecting the right people with a desire. If you don't have a desire, I will not work with you, because then I have to call you. Joseph, are you coming to the Zoom? No, Ferda, I'm laying in bed, because then you don't have a desire. Why did Joseph organize this before I was thinking about it? Congratulations and thank you for that. Because he has a desire and he's willing to offer his Sunday. And congratulations to all the people here, 90 people I saw, are willing to learn. So willing is one of the attributes you have to work on. Then you have to be teachable. And thank you for all listening to my story and to my training. That means you are teachable. One thing I like so much about Nejla, I never ever met a person who is so teachable. The first day I met her, she was like a ping pong ball. Doing, 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 doing. And we had a meeting, live meeting, and she had a guest. And after the meeting, she was standing like this. And what do you think? What do you think? The first thing I did was calm down. And she looked at me. And after the presentation, she said to me, thank you. And that was a moment for me, teachable. A few days ago, Joseph gave a feedback to me. I said, wow, thank you. You have to be teachable. If you are not teachable, then you will know what you know in 10 years. Only if you want to learn, you will get better. Can you imagine that when Ronaldo is going to soccer and the coach, he's pissed at him and he says to the coach, hey, I'm the best footballer ever. How can you talk to me like this? No, he listens to his coach. Why? Every day he wants to get better and better, the best. So teachable, if you have an ego and you acknowledge that, no problem. You can only grow if you know what your minus points are. If you are not teachable, then you can say, okay, if you want to be really teachable, put on Facebook, can you mention 3 things about me if you think about me? Ooh, that's being vulnerable. Whoa, they can put, oh, Ferda's a bitch. If I'm a bitch, they can put everything. So I did that on Facebook. And you will be amazed what you get back. And that is being vulnerable, teachable. Do that. One of the exercises you have to learn to create what you desire. Then a self-reliant, it's on your shoulders. In this industry, people love pointing. Yeah, my upline, now my downline, they don't do anything, so I don't make money. The company and the product, blah, 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 blah. No. Your success, if you are successful or not, it's your own responsibility. Be self-reliant. I told you, first 5 years, I was not teachable. I didn't make that 300 name list. And after 5 years, the company stopped. And my upline, within 1 day, with the whole structure, we went to another company, exact the same, only different name. And I was thinking, and I was, of course, at that time, growing, learning. And I remembered one quote of Einstein. It is insane to do the same things and expect different results. And my result was 0. Then I was like, why do I, again, product company? And if the student is ready, the teacher will appear. At that moment, I met a guy from Belgium, Tim. You know him, Joseph. And he said, Ferda, are you willing to make money online? I was like, online? Ooh, I broke my leg. I couldn't go to my business. I was almost broke. And that sounded as music in my ears. I was like, okay, if my son is in hospital, I can work online. If he's at home, I don't need a babysitter, I can work online. So if the student is ready, the teacher will come. But you have to know what you want. Your desire. And my desire 16 years ago was not opening a house for the disabled children because my son was alive. My desire was staying alive as a single mom. Yeah. So I took the responsibility and I said to my upline, I said, Rob, I'm quitting. I'm going to another new world, the space of crypto. Can you imagine 10 years ago? They called us crazy. Bitcoin, it's not backed up by gold and it's not real money, it's a scam. Yeah. But I am teachable and I'm eager to learn. And if something is new, I'm an early adopter. I don't want to say, what's gebeurd after 10 years? Crypto? Oh, you have those people. But I like to be a pioneer. And we are the pioneers in Boomerang. We have a product never done before. Yeah. So I took the self responsibility and I moved with people who were more successful than my previous upline. Then you have to be consistent. Consistent with what? Calling people, inviting people, getting educated, willing to talk, willing to do. I can do business everywhere. I do the most turnover at the pool. Really, every holiday, I make money. But normally, if you are a business owner and you go on a holiday, and if someone asks, can you do my nails? Then you say, no, I'm on a holiday. I will not work. But this is not work. This is sharing the opportunity with everyone you like. And if you are at the pool and you met people who are crypto-minded, then you can offer this business. And if people say, I'm not a networker, then I'm like, if you live on an island without any neighbor, then you don't have a network. But I talk with people. Yesterday, I met a nice guy, and my girlfriend was thinking she was from Turkey because it was soccer between Turkey and holiday, and I was the only Turkish woman there. And when they did 0-1, yeah, for Turkey, I was the only one. Yeah. And I always want to do that. Yeah. And all the people were looking at me. We didn't make a goal, but I was like, but we did. So my girlfriend was thinking she was from Turkey, but he was from Morocco. And then you talk, hi, what are you doing here? Are you alone? And then after wondering if you like the person, where do you talk about? I always ask the questions that I want them to ask me. I always ask, what are you doing for living? Yeah, I'm self-employed, but it's not going really good. I listen. And then they ask me, what do you do for living? If it's at the pool, I say this. And then they, now you are at the pool, you have holiday. Yeah. I say, that's my job. I can work everywhere with anyone. And that guy, he asked me, what are you doing for living? And I said, I'm retired. You are not that old. So you have to get the attention of someone. If I said, I'm retired, and he said, oh, good for you, then he's not open for anything. And David always said, your brain is like a parachute. It only works when it's open. So that guy asked me questions. How can you be retired? I said, I'm in crypto. I have passive income. I have this, I have that. And he said, let's talk. And I have a new appointment. This is how you do the business. You don't sweat, but you have to do it consistent and persistent. Why? We have dream stealers in our life. Last year, I was in Turkey on a holiday. Even my own brother said, Ferda, where are the millions you are talking about? And I said, give me one more year. Because I am persistent. If I didn't reach last year, I don't care. Joseph Snow, 10 years ago, I started in my first company, crypto company. Within 1 year, I was a millionaire, crypto millionaire. I was like, oh, that's going hard. But within the other year, I lost everything. 2.3 million. And when I say to people I was crypto millionaire, "Oh, I couldn't see the money." No, it was in Bitcoin and in Ethereums. Of course, you couldn't see it, but I had the value. But then I lost everything. And a normal woman would stop and start doing nails. But I am persistent. And you know what I did? 7 years ago, my son died, and I didn't want to work. I didn't want to watch TV. I don't watch TV. You know what I did? Every day, 8 o'clock in the morning, I wake up, I opened YouTube, I tried to understand the crypto, the blockchain. Why was I within 1 year millionaire and then lost everything? I didn't gamble. So know your stuff. I know Joseph is doing an AI courses or a training now, because we are now in the AI space. And if you don't understand that the AI is not a fixed, smart thing and thinking by himself, no, it's collecting data. Every time collecting data, the AI gets better and better. It's like playing soccer. The first time you buy a ball, you are not that good. But if you do it 33 years like Ronaldo, consistently, persistently, then you get better. If you don't have success after 5 years in network marketing, most of the people stop. No, I am persistent. You have to be persistent. Go change some things, what is not working, and look at the things what are working. So be consistent, be persistent. And the next step, your drive. The drive is coming from your belly. You have to be driven. If a project doesn't work, if your upline quit, if this happened, that happened, and you are not driven, you will also quit. And you know why you will quit? Or when you will quit? If your desire is like this, it must be burning desire. And if you have a desire, you are driven. If let's say you go on a holiday with the car, and after 2 days you have the engine is broken. Do you say, okay, let's not go on a holiday because we have now a broken car, let's fly back home, let the holiday? No. What do? You fix the car. But in this industry, people blame everything. No. Take the be self-reliant, be driven to achieving your goals, because you have just one life. And if you don't chase your dreams, your desires, someone will hire you to achieve their desires. You can pick and choose. If you have a job now, do it. You can do this spare time. With 4 hours a week, you can do business, but you have to be driven. And then you need direction. And all the people who are now on a free Sunday, you are here to get your direction, because I hope I can direct you to your desire again. And you need direction in life. You know why you see on a highway always, when I drive to Amsterdam, it's 100 kilometers, then 50 kilometers, and then 40 kilometers. Why do they do that? I know this place I live in, Amsterdam, is 100 kilometers. It will no get shorter or longer. I know that. But every time when I see it, then I know if I'm on track. Oh, I have to be 1 o'clock in Amsterdam, I have 40 kilometers. So to get your direction, you need a business plan. What do I want to achieve in 5 years, 1 year, 3 months, and what do I have to do for that to achieve my goals? If you are talking to one new person every year, it will take you, I think, 80 years to achieve your desire, and you will not make that. But if you are talking like me every day to one new person, and I don't sometimes for days go out, you know what I do? I go to Facebook. Hey, hi, how are you doing? Everyone can do that. That's the most simple question you can ask. And one of my downline, when I asked her that question 1 year ago, she had a miserable time. And she was like, oh, how great Ferda is thinking about me. That one question, I think I made 300,000 turnover with that one question. Yeah. So you have to know where you are going. Otherwise, you will never, ever get on your destination. If you don't have a direction, then you are like, shall I go left, right, left, right? No, I know where I'm going to. I know my direction. And you have to be aggressive and not kicking people. Of course not. No. If people say, ah, isn't that something like a pyramid? Or, yeah, only the top makes money. All the excuses for people. It is not understanding the business. Don't argue with those people, but just ask questions. How is your job? How is your company? Just ask questions. And don't let no one not believing in your own desire. And if I should talk with David or with Joseph, and I say, Joseph, I have a plan. I want to make $10 million next year. You know what they would ask me? What's your plan, Ferda? How do you want to achieve it? But if I go to my neighbor or to my brother and I say to them, I want to make 10 million next year, they will say, ha ha, did you win the lottery? That's the mindset. And I love being with successful people, because if you want to be a business owner, talk with a business owner, not with your neighbor. Be aggressive. And don't let people think that you cannot achieve your goals in life. And then if you train all these attributes, in beginning it will hurt. But if you go further, we have a Picasso, David. And then you will create this, the face of a leader. And on purpose, I did not took a photo of a successful businesswoman or a successful businessman. I placed a picture of a child. Why? Because at this moment, this child is not conditioned. I don't know what he is thinking, but has the expression, I'm going to make it. I'm going to do it anyway. And then after 4 or 5, the conditioning starts. So it's like an onion. If you peel all the layers of your condition, you have to go back to your child, the inner child. What was the expectation of life when you were a child? And you can have a second chance or a third chance. I don't care. 5th, 6th. But you have a chance. Can you imagine that you are in a situation and you don't have any chance? But in this industry, every day is a new day. Polish your desire with a silk napkin. Start working together with your coach. And if your coach is lazier than you, go up, 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 find someone, and you will be successful. So that was my training. I want to thank you for listening. Where is my mouse? And this is what I so much love about network marketing, training people, sharing the experiences, and growing together. And in corporate life, it's solo. As a boss, I didn't learn my people where to buy the stuff I was buying. So you are always solo. And here, I don't know all of you, but I love sharing my experience with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ferda. Amazing, amazing. I really hope you guys took notes now.